Alright. Welcome back to Starfield Unity New Game Plus, level 10, and welcome to episode 57. Alright, let's go. Let's start the show. Let's go live. And let's continue on in our adventures. And that's great. Vita cards not set up again. There we go. It's the first time I swapped from a different outsource. Okay. Hope that doesn't happen again. Or glitches or crashes like it did last time we streamed. Alright, let's go. If you guys are tuning in for the first time or haven't been following along with the series, basically we ran through was it Unity 1 through 9. We skipped the story. We ran through to get to the 10th level. And here we are, going slowly, doing side quests, main missions, having fun, different choices from the first time we played through, and seeing what kind of mayhem and mischief we could get ourselves into. So, let's continue on. I believe we're on the, the Ryusian quests, or side quests. Sabotage, we gotta go meet somebody, but that update did happen with the ships and all that, so I made a new one. I might as well show you real quick. Oh, still getting used to the the 60 frames on here. It's buttery smooth. Let's see, modify ships. I did recreate and redid another Normandy. I think this is the fourth one, because the first three were Class A, Class B, Class C, and I think the first ones I did on my channel, they were vanilla builds, and I redid a glitch ones, kind of like I did a better tell and all that. Those videos will be coming soon. And then when the update dropped, I had to build one with all empty halves to see what we could do, and I think we did some good stuff with it. So this one kind of like a hybrid cross between Class B and Class C. But somehow I got some amazing cargo with this. I think it was 6940. I believe this one's 4 levels. The other ones used to be 2 or 3. So I can try and do the original layout of the Normandy from ME3, which like was cargo bay, had the armory down there, engineering. We got the drive and the reactor back there. And I also had 2 storerooms on the side. I think the next up from there was living quarters. Let's see, can we squeeze and see from the outside before we go to the inside? Oh, okay, so we did a science lab, living quarters, control station. I think on the side back here was the infirmary. And I did a computer core on this side, and I think living quarters, yeah. And on top we did the captain's cabin. And I have an empty workshop, haven't done anything yet in there. So mobility 100, top speed 130, because we used the South 6830s, which is pretty nice. And I think I got 6 of the NG20 landing gears. I'll still work on the underside for the wings. But I think I got a good shape of it. Maybe I'll bring the wings back one, match up with the tail end. But the interior, you kind of see more of the layout. So let's do an interior review of it. And we'll head back to, what was it, Volley, Tile headquarters to go do the sabotage mission. So with the interior, with the ship, I'm basically remodeling all those things. The design aspect, haven't touched much of it, especially with the outposts. I just got this one good one. All the other ones I did in past games. So I think, yeah, this was an armory. I added a bunch of wall mounts, chests, In the back, I threw in the weapon workbench and the spaceship workbench. Throw in 4 containers. Some extra storage down here. And plenty of racks. Also got some mannequins, so I was trying to test out. I couldn't get the one you could put in the case, but I did find out you could put it on a coffee table, make it more of a stand. And I just need to move some armors. I'm not sure to keep them on my outpost or in the ship. I'll just try to fill it out and make it lively. So basically landing bay, straight to the armory. Next floor up. It's engineering. And I got my industrial workbench, some tools, stuff out. I'm not sure if I switch back to the regular engineering to get more of a full out look, but messing around. Excusez-moi. Go ahead, Barrett, pass on through. I'm just trying to show everybody back here the console for the engineering, monitor the reactor, grab drive. I got the storerooms left and right, or port and starboard. And I did notice, like in empty halves, they really open up the ladderways in both doorways.
Terrible. It was terrible.
So in here, living quarter, bunk beds. We got a nice little eating area, chill out couch, and I think on this side is the infirmary. Got the pharmaceutical workbench, research center. They have places for people to lay, and a little bit of storage. Trash. I kind of wish we had lockers so I could put some more stuff on this side. And I believe over here where we have the computer room tab, and try and turn into a war room / conference. What was it? Was it a war room on ME3? Yeah, I remember the war room and the conference room, so I try to combine the two into one. I had to look at my notes. So couch, place to sit, chill, go over review of some stuff. And imagine if they had a door here or glass to close in for the private meetings. Maybe throw in some more chairs in here. I wasn't sure. I have... What was it? What were the two halves here? I think it was the science one and the control station. I'll try and make a huge CIC for the Mass Effect. And they had the, I think it was the CIC when they had the galaxy map and the bridge connected to the cockpit. That's what I figured. But the control panels, control station, I don't know which way to word it. And the galaxy map being the navigation. I'm not sure to keep the square one or go for the one that was a bit longer to fill up the room. I'm not sure I might turn this into a 3x1 engineering. But for now, I'm just testing it out because when I see with the crew station gives me the certain amount of crew members. Because right now I think what was it, 10? The current layout. And of course we got the cockpit. And in case we get out there and get some bounty on us, then we could just clear it out right in the ship. That's the best part from this update. Alright. I haven't done much in the captain's quarters. I need to do like a sitting area over here, but I just got an extra chest for storage, the bed, some weapon racks, chair. Start with more of a chill seat on this side. And I got an empty, I think this was, what was this hab on the outside called?
I can't believe you are spreading lies about you being in the principal state. Don't worry, I'm on the front lines of every social media.
You keep installing new cool things on your ship.
Good.
It's like Christmas
I can't remember what's the name of this hab. I'm not sure it was the weapon armory, or no, this was the workshop. Because I think they had the 4 things here. They had some weird storage thing right here. Because the armory has the chain link fence on both sides, not these solid walls. I don't know. I'll figure out what to do here. So let's drop down. Let's fly back to Volley. Better yet, can we just fast travel? So I can't wait to do a build video about that. Post it up on the Starfield ship build Reddit. See how everybody will take it. Get their input and see what we could do with the interior. I don't do that much designs or outpost stuff, but I'm willing to learn. It's gotta take a lot of resources though. I know that for sure. So we'll put that on the back burner for now, and let's continue with our playthrough. So we're going to research and development. I think we're at the point they're going to install the chip. Alright, we're in R&D.
Double check those measurements are right. Anesthesia always makes me nervous.
Of your vital signs. You are currently alive.
Well, that's good to know the
It's
robot
good to
knows
see
I'm
you again.
alive.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Yes, I always love a willing subject. Now, just a few details before we begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted. The whole procedure should only take 3 to 4 hours with little to no downtime afterwards, provided DeMarcus got everything entered correctly.
Well, I hope so.
Did I not just say I quadruple checked the numbers?
You know I'm just giving you a hard time.
Check the numbers
Besides,
again.
I've got to make sure my patient is reassured. Of course. We've got, what, 5 PhDs between the two of us?
6, but who's counting?
All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
Alright, here we go. Once more for science.
All right, let's get this party started.
I wonder if this will lower the timer for the well-fed and well-hydrated bonus. Yeah, you are dehydrated and malnourished. They did say it was going to be a, what, 4-hour jump? Let's see if we can steal somebody's sandwich.
It's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation.
Understood.
Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
For science!
That's the spirit. DeMarcus loves being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. It's probably why he's the second most published scientist here, after me. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation deck.
Got any water on you, Mr. Robot Medic? Surely take it. Looks like everything's gonna be stolen from here. Can't believe they took my spacesuit off and my helmet. It's kind of funny drinking coffee and saying we're hydrated and oh, it dehydrates you. Let's see. Took the key. And there we go. Door's open.
Excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt really natural. And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. Curious if any other side effects may manifest.
Well, we'll never know about the long-term effects.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2 now.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorientation. It's truly remarkable tech. When it comes to your job, you bet it does. Besides, the neural isn't total control. If a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions our subjects sanction in their own minds.
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology I created, Masako wants to see you.
Roger that.
Sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
So many other guards on this front.
Don't wander into any secret areas.
Haha, we took the shortcut.
I wasn't sure how accurate Vina's promise of
no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain damage holds true as well.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to work. We're sending you into Infinity LTD. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly why you don't steal from Ryujin Industries. And wish he shall, every day, while he rots away in prison.
Let's go.
Alright. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity LTD. You have two options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. Option A, you need to remain under the radar the entire time. Option B, you have a slight cover that may give you the opportunity to talk your way to your objectives. Of course not. The meeting is just a legitimate way in. Once inside, you'll be led to a waiting room where your host will be running late. That's your opportunity to make your way to either the executive floor or R&D. As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have three targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
That's what we're counting on. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity LTD, all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp.
Nice.
Exactly. And what the public doesn't know doesn't hurt them. Now, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Rychek provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from gas leaks, setting off an automated alarm to evacuate the building. Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system to fail.
Nice.
I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off, even I'll be impressed.
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story.
Alright.
It certainly will, and we'll have front row seats. So, any final questions before you go? Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access. So that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen.
Alright, new identity, let's go. Gotta talk to Dalton. I think he's on the floor below, right?
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours. My company's picture.
Do you have the program? With pleasure.
Do that techno magic.
Let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity LTD network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials.
Damn.
I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it.
All right.
Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt. Yes, and had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence.
Good thing we stopped by.
Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
Don't cause any trouble. You might end up righteous.
I'm not getting audio of my backpack with the jetpack. You guys heard it? There you go. Straight to the commercial district, alright. Let's see what we find over there. rooftop, or we'll check in at the desk.
I've got a slogan for our new ship notes.
Yeah?
It's
You got this?
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate headquarters. Hello. Did you have an appointment with us today?
extremely huge.
Ah, yes. From Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Alright, let's go. Because I believe last time I think we did the stealth roof, or gained through the roof access. Let's see what this one.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's marketing.
Okay. Hello.
If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Gordon. We'll notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Nice. Those are the elevators. There's a vent we could go up.
Something to report?
If you want someone to blame,
Let's get some extra food and drinks just in case. Does this lead up to? Okay, that goes down. Alright, we gotta go to R&D. Sabotage that thing up there. one down there. Is this just an elevator? Oh, didn't see that happen. Nobody saw that mistake. Why would it leave me down there? Where's the vent we came in from? The restroom is around this corner. Nope. I think this is the way we're supposed to go. Looks like it goes up. How did they see me? We gotta go sneaky, sneaky. I think we're about 15 meters away to that optional sabotage the heating system. Damn, dehydrated and malnourished already? Should have a bunch of Terrabrewed coffees. Well, let's see what's in the safe. And we're in. I think this is where you enter from the rooftop. A little bit of chaos didn't hurt anybody.
All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Right, how do we get to R&D from here? We'll go across here. Definitely gotta yell at me because I shot one. And we definitely got to turn around. Right we need something for the lung damage. I think R&D was below, right? Alright, we made it to R&D down. Says the cough is stable. Of course, there's a locked console. Do that. Damn, we gotta use these two. flip this around. Alarm disabled. That lets us out. I was about to say, wasn't there a loot chest? We're about to passing. Space adept hard target? Anything but space adept. Now it lets us back in there. See, her computer should be in this room. Okay, those two are the same. There we go. All that for a dagger. Difficult breathing? Did it get worse or better? Lung damage severe, but a prognosis is good.
As you can see, traffic is good.
Down with the navigation.
Anything I can do for you?
Let's see, SSN.
Can't go away. We're close to the action.
He writes me.
Prime position to report on the big stories that affect the United Colonies. Can I help you?
Yes, you can.
Is that so? Spoken like a true tabloid reporter. What's this so-called story about? Corporate greed brings victims once more. And you have evidence to support this claim. Perfect stranger or not, we won't air anything without some sort of hard evidence. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. Well, you can't blame me for trying. Is there at least a name I can cite as my support? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it'll be aired within the hour, if not sooner.
Nice.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll obviously have some work to do.
David's amazing. And I hear he's...
Alright, let's see if we can go over to that medical place and get rid of this cough.
It took years to get a
Rations? Check. Already set up.
Oh, there you go, we got cured. Well, so no need to go there. Let's fly on in. Stretch the back.
Welcome to the Freestar Collective. Please maintain your current course while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Cause any trouble?
Run through here. Let's see, we're going RD. Nope, executive office. I think this is where she gets trapped in her lies.
believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. If only intent mattered. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are.
Oh, don't get mad.
I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. And yet not useful enough to avoid a body count? Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft.
Damn, that air quick.
Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barrett for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we are. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to win a little more public faith.
What do you mean, public faith?
Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while boosting our public perception.
Win-win. Checkmate.
That's certainly our hope. Any employee with a sense of drive is sure to show themselves. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the right move. There are several who might disagree, and you are the perfect tool to help sway them. Good. You'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Vina is also here, waiting for the meeting to start. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it done.
What's that CQB thing? Or CQX? Melee damage, okay.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors, not take them under our wing. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO is finished. Good. If you use that neuroamp wisely, it will guarantee that Infinity gets shut down. Well, it does make Ryujin look good. And we do gain a wider customer base, which means higher profits. You're oddly right about this one, Up. I guess you are worth keeping around.
As long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting.
Oh yeah.
An issue? That would be a foolish move. Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down. Dangerous indeed. For all I know, you're using it right now. The irony. Perhaps I didn't see it earlier, but you're right. The moment a competitor reverse engineers Vina's work, it'll be chaos. The last thing I want is to have my brain scrambled because some engineer didn't do their due diligence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
That's one. Take a quick shortcut down here.
You're looking interesting today. Just the person I wanted to see. I want to get all the details locked down for this meeting, and I believe you to be one of the best sources available. Good. I prefer first-hand feedback when available. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity LTD throughout your assignments here. Do you think they're worth redemption? And why? Saving the jobs of thousands is altruistic, which is not a luxury corporations have. It's
Really?
a financial burden. It would be a huge undertaking on my part. This is true. Infinity never had the financial resources to match our salary offers. Getting what few capable employees they have at half the salary we typically pay here could have major payoffs in the long run. Next question. What is your opinion on how Masako handled the mole situation? And why do you feel it was well handled? Please note I'm not disagreeing. I just want to know the why behind your statement. Being prepared for anything is a great asset, one that Masako excels at. I appreciate the insight. I suppose I should ask if there's anything I can do for you, considering how helpful you've been.
Yeah, we should ban the neural amp. It's too good, too useful.
It's only dangerous to those who can't afford it. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. I think we all know how averse I am to chaos. Finances are my forte, so you make a good point. Our competition has yet to truly master neuroamps, but the possibility is there. It's a risk I am unwilling to take. At this time. This has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate the time.
Well, thank you for your time. Let's see. Oh, it's the little robot.
Hey there. And how's my favorite patient doing? Not seeing any temporal memory flashes or losing time, I hope.
Nah, just brain fog.
That's great. I'd say Project Dominion is ready for legitimate human trials in that case. One step closer to seeing market approval. Genevieve is going to be so excited. So, tell me what you think of the neuroamp. I'd be the next Ray DeCaris. My child... How amazing would that be? So the next question is, what will the fate of Infinity LTD be? That's what I'm hoping for. They may be the underdog, but that doesn't mean they don't have a brilliant mind or two. Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my day. All we can do now is look forward to the meeting, right? See you in there.
Get over here, robot.
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her side?
Yes.
Well, you can let Masako know to rest easy. It just so happens that her agenda lines up with mine. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting us in a good light. You know, you're right. There's really too much we don't know about their financial and legal records. If any of those ghosts come to haunt, all that good PR would disappear. All right. I suppose you've earned the right to voice your opinion after everything. So let's hear it. The possible backlash on tech like this is not lost on me. However, the internal neuroamp will define the next era of tech. It's not an opportunity. You're right. The moment you violate, even worse. Well, it seems you're...
This meeting should prove it. I assume Masako briefed you on her preferred. That blasted tech. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion a long time ago.
I hope so.
I knew it was a grave security risk. And look what happened. I suppose you're right. My first priority will be to get the board in all security. Plus, if we vote to acquire Infinity Ltd, we're about to add a significant workload onto my team. The last thing I want to deal with are any more incidents this new Euro... I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinity Ltd is obviously not known for their security. I only hope that Masako and the others will be patient with the process. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some preparations to make. We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting, so I need to have security ready to escort her off the premises.
So much work to do. Great, the bane of my department. If you need something... Not much to discuss there. I believe I've made my case quite clear to Masako on why I am against it. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. A certain amount of confidence during the negotiations would go a long way in this situation. Huh. Well, what do you know? I think you just convinced me.
Yeah.
A talent like yours belongs in the courtroom. Don't even get me started. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the rest of your life. Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that no legal team wants to fight. I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust in storage. In an ideal situation, yes. And I suppose creating that ideal situation is... Now Masako's lucky to have you at her disposal, even if you are a continual thorn in my side. You may be the greatest asset, aside from the internal neuroamp, that Ryujin has. This exchange has been surprisingly insightful. But now, I really do need to get back to my notes.
Peace out. Time to see somebody get burned. And this one's going to be a long one. Are we still missing 2 people?
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
Believe it or not, I agree. The acquisition has
alright.
risks, and it's going to create a lot of work for all of us. But the overall payoff will be worth it.
That and Infinity Ltd's current situation makes them more affordable than ever.
Arguments?
Acquiring Infinity Ltd now is not a good look, especially if the public believes Misako was involved.
I think what we're all overlooking is what led us to this situation to begin with. Yes, our security was compromised. But considering Dalton was hired by Misako, the issue obviously starts at the top. In fact, I propose that Misako be removed from CEO altogether.
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Bye!
Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Misako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
Dun dun dun.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
Nope.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security, escort Miss Jen to her office and see that she stays put.
You will regret this. All of you.
I believe the only regret would be trusting you to begin with.
All right, back to business. All in favor of acquiring Infinity Ltd?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up the necessary documentation.
The odds have it.
Anyone have anything else they'd like to bring up? The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin Industries' success for the next 10 years, if not more. Why would we shelve it after we've finally perfected it?
There are too many moral repercussions that we need to answer before it's safe for market.
The moment the public gets wind of the true capabilities of this tech, we're gonna suffer severe backlash.
Very well. All in favor of shelving Project Dominion?
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
We'll start up discussions on how to handle Project Dominion in the future. In the meantime, at least the only person to have one is our own operative. Internal neuroamp research will continue. The dangers have been noted. And don't worry, I'm certain between Alexis and Genevieve, any legal or moral issues will be taken care of by the time it goes to market. Any other matters to bring forth? None? This concludes our order of business for today.
Someone keeps taking the snacks from the vending machines. And no one ever wants to listen about that.
At least if you're here, you're not screwing up out there.
Is that a remark?
So, Infinity Ltd learned a lesson the hard way, and we exposed the traitor among us. You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here at Ryujin. I suppose it is. Gratitude isn't something you typically hear these days in the corporate world. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own to the extent that you did. I can imagine it may have been a lot of pressure, considering you were fairly new at the time. Imogene's instincts were right about you. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all you've done. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. You've more than earned it.
Sweet.
It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the operations floor will prefer to explain those to you.
Go back to operations and talk to Imogen.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my part. But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical day-to-day. It's nice to see your recent experiences haven't soured you on the company. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. The board holds any available assignments that our techs have pieced together, and I've approved. Questions? Assignment approval isn't exactly riveting work. With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside.
Oh, sweet.
And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and congratulations, of course. I certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have any questions, I suppose I can start up an open door policy, just for you.
sabotage Leonardo firearms, plant evidence, and hack the trade tower. Maybe we'll say that for another day. But I think this would be a good point to pause it and save. So let's bring it to an end here. Save and we'll see what we'll do on the next one. And let you guys do what you guys do best. Hit me up with a comment down below. Leave a like. Don't forget to share the video. I really appreciate you catching that replay back on my YouTube channel. You know what to do there. Hit that sub notification button for the daily content drop. Special thanks for you guys watching live on Twitch. Don't forget to hit that follow button there as well. Catch me live every day. And once again, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. And have an amazing day.